The types of cells that are involved are called our body cells. Who could give me an example of what a body cell is? Olivia. Skin cells, very good.
Eye.
Muscle, brain, yep.
Hair.
Hair cells.
So our hair cells are actually dead. That's why it doesn't hurt to
These
cut
are
your
eye
hair.
cells.
My hair's dead.
Well, it's like everyone's hair is dead. Even like with split ends, I know like people will say, okay, my hair's super dead. I have split ends, but technically all of your hair is dead. What are the types of cells that allow us to feel pain or just feelings in general? Nerve cells, very good.
So that's what your brain is part of.
Yeah. All right, so you guys have gotten a cut before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, so you put a Band-Aid on that cut.
No.
Well, okay, so say it's gushing blood. You need to put a Band-Aid on that cut. Then, a few days go by. You take the Band-Aid off. What happens to that cut?
Hurts.
Skin.
Gone.
Yeah, there's new skin, right? So your body has gone through mitosis, and it has healed that cut. Isn't it cool? I think it's cool. What do you mean, like if you cut off your arm? You just can't grow an arm back.
Lizards can grow their tails back.
What's that?
Lizards can grow their tails back.
Yeah, we're not lizards.
That'd be cool.
I wish we were like lizards.
Arm back.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm
I'm sorry you were born a human and not a lizard.
We can never have legs back first place.
Wait, if they.
So you're telling me I'm
Immortal?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say immortal. Like I feel like we would still be able to. We would still die.
Wait,
Have you ever seen?
Yeah, so like I would cut my
my
tail off and then I would grow it back.
Yeah.
But
Like if
we would still die.
if your organ, if one of your like kidneys fail, you go on back.
Well, I guess in that case, yeah, you said limb, so I was assuming you said like arm.
But the problem is that you have other cells that invade your healthy cells, and that's what kills you.
But it would just keep making sense.
No, that's
But
the problem.
if the cells are mutated, then they're gonna make the bad cells.
But
That's
what
what
cancer.
but the good
Yeah.
ones, but it'll just make a new one and not have the bad.
No, it doesn't make a new one. It just makes more of itself.
I want to be SpongeBob's parents.
But-
They're pretty swag.
I don't know.
All right, so do you guys remember in your comic strip how many cells were at the end of mitosis? How many cells were made? Not 4. That's
Two.
meiosis. 2. Very good.
Was 4 the other one?
4 is meiosis, which we will get to. So we start with 1 cell in mitosis, and we end with 2. And these cells are identical to our parent cells. All right? So with that information, I want in mitosis to make an identical cell. So how many chromosomes does a human have?
46.
46.
Like it's 47.
47 is, do you know someone who has 47 chromosomes, what they have? Down syndrome, very good.
Hey, what?
You didn't know that?
No, I knew that.
That's why I said you have 47.
No,
Okay, we're not going to do that.
That's
mean,
not cool.
Carson.
that's not cool at all.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to make 2 identical cells. So if I start with 46 chromosomes, how many am I going to end with?
46.
46, very good, identical. So we start and end with the same amount. All right, so the function or purpose of mitosis, I talked about the cut with what happens when you get a cut. So what would the purpose of mitosis be in that situation?
Keep your body.
Yep, to repair damage, so for repair. What about, so all of you were a lot smaller when you were 5 years old than you are now. So that was, mitosis allowed you to what? Grow. For growth,
What if someone just didn't
there's conditions that don't allow you to grow sometimes. No, you guys just haven't reached your growth spurt yet.
I'm looking at the board.
No, I don't.
Actually, Connor's
Well,
good.
girls have their growth spurt before
They
boys
just
do.
stop.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Olivia's been the same height since like 4th grade.
Most girls, I guess, I don't know the exact percentage, but girls will still continue to grow in high
She used
school.
to be like the tallest in her grade.
Yeah, I was.
How tall are you now? You're pretty tall.
5'8", maybe.
Okay.
Still tall.
That is very tall. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I saw.
Alright, so cells also die out. So another function of mitosis is to replace worn out cells. Alright, so for repair and growth and to replace worn out cells, that's what our body uses mitosis for. Alright, so you guys are not going to have to memorize the actual steps for mitosis, but you just need to know what you start with and what you end with. So we start with how many cells? 1 cell. And end with 2 identical cells to the parent. So start with 1 cell and end with 2 identical. We're going to call the cells that are created daughter cells.
Daughters. I'm not a daughter.
Your cells in mitosis that are created are.
I'm not a girl.
Technically, you'll start at half female.
So
Yeah.
I like switch.
Everyone
Yes.
starts half female, half male.
But I'm
And
not
that's
female
why-
anymore.
I'm gonna impress you. And that's why we have nipples. That's why the boys did.
No.
that was-
Yes, I'm right.
You just
So
said
it's science here.
I did not expect that.
I mean,
That was the last thing I was expecting.
I thought, am I right?
Pull out sexuality or something. Or
No,
whatever.
if then what's the point? Why do we have?
Yeah.
It's breast tissue.
I was trans.
But somebody said that.
Jacob
I was going to be impressed, Jordan. There was 2 seconds. I was like, yes.
I was like, all right, what is he going to say? I'm ready. Give it to me.
Damn it, no.
Jacob had a good question. Why do we have nipples?
It's the accumulation of breast tissue. There's no function.
Yeah,
Are they
That's the
there
reason.
for
because
Yeah,
we were
decoration?
first we were girls.
So there's
and
a tree
we
and then
became
there's
boys.
ornaments.
What?
Is that what our nipples are? Ornaments.
Nipples aren't organs.
Ornaments.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I heard that wrong. I thought you said,
No,
is that
but
why
I'm-
nipples are organs?
It's like an appendix. I mean, it's there, but you don't need it to live.
Same
So I
with
can
like
cut my nipples
your
off?
wisdom teeth. You don't need those to live.
So I
Your
can cut my nipples
tailbone.
off and it won't do something.
Yeah, but I'm right though, right?
No.
Yes.
Jordan, you're wrong.
Then why do we have? Why do we get them?
There is no particular function for them.
Yeah, but why? How do we get them?
You know,
How?
it's so good.
What's, how do we get them?
The thing that
So,
works best
okay,
with Jordan
if they're
is
just-
right.
it's just tissue, but there's no function for them. Just
But
how
how
like
do we get them? How do we?
I think he's like missing
They
out.
grow from muscle.
Yeah, but how? It's because we
it's not because you guys
Start
are female.
No, you
Yeah.
don't start out female.
You start half and
They
half. Like
No, you start
You
with
just said that.
you start with a female sex cell and a male sex cell.
you
and
start
then-
half and half, like Arnold
Wait,
Palmer.
You just said that you start out as,
Jordan.
Yeah, because no, I said you are half of a female.
and that's why we have.
No.
Oregon.
So that would give you one nipple. So you don't have to-
Yeah,
No,
so
not
does that give
half.
you only one nipple? So what do you do?
Because there's. It's the same on both sides.
Oh, that's amazing. You
Oh
need
my
balance,
God, we're
right?
Still
Yeah.
recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Everyone's gonna get this.
Oh no!
By the way, that was Jordan Reed.
What did you say?
Abby.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Give it back. Give it back.
So we are going to.
Wait.
What we did.
Shush.
All right, we're gonna sketch out what mitosis looks like. So we start with the cell. What organ or organelle did I just draw in the center?
Purple one.
Nucleus.
The nucleus, right? And what is the function of the nucleus?
It's the brain.
Yes. So this is where all of our genetic information is stored as well. So it's the brain of the cell. You can think of it as like the library of the cell. So in here, we have our genetic information, so our DNA. The problem is we have so much DNA that we have to condense it, and it's condensed down into things called chromosomes, which we have how many again?
46.
46. Yeah, I don't know where you got 2 from.
Yeah.
46. All right, so I'm going to draw my chromosomes in here.
Wait, what if you don't have? What if you have like 45 chromosomes?
Then that's something called Turner syndrome.
Do they all look the same?
They have like larger necks, right? Like wider necks.
Yeah, actually, that's good. They're going to learn that on karyotyping. So.
Yeah, so we'll learn that either next week or the week after.
Yeah. Klinefelters and Turners.
All right, so we start with 1, and then at the end, we have 2 identical daughter cells. So that's the key, just to know that we have 2 and they're identical. Bless you.
Thank you.
All right, any questions on mitosis?
Oh no, that was the last
All right, we are going to go on to meiosis. So instead of body cells being involved, what types of cells are involved for meiosis?
Blood cells.
Nope, that's a type of body
The
cell.
sex cell.
The sex cells, very good.
Poor short.
I'll do it.
He has to redeem himself.
All right, so what are our male sex cells called? Not pee-pee.
Whoever came up with that term, I swear.
What is it?
Came up with what?
Pee-pee or wee-wee or...
What are they called? You guys know it.
Penis.
No, that's where it comes from.
Oh, I thought that's what you guys were talking about because he said pee-pee.
No, I said not pee-pee. It starts with an S.
Boys, what cell do you have that girls don't?
A boy cell.
Sperm.
Oh!
Again, that was Jordan Reed.
Well, I'm right. I'm not wrong.
You are right. All right, and
Technically, no. He's not right because
Wait, what
sperm
did he
cells
say?
could have an X chromosome in it. So
What
sperm
did he say?
cell,
I didn't
he said
hear
boy
what he said.
cell.
oh.
Yeah, no, that's totally wrong. A sperm cell can actually have female information in it.
Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
so they would have
what
an X.
determines the gender?
Yep. Male, sperm determines the gender.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
If you're a boy.
So here's how it works. So we have Y sperm, or boys, not we, but boys have Y sperm and X sperm, and all of the egg cells are X. So if an X sperm meets the X egg, then you get a girl. If a Y sperm meets the X egg, then you get a boy. Does that make
So
sense?
the Y is the dominant.
No.
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 Wait, what did you say?
It's just the luck of a
they
girl.
said, wait, what did
That's why
I
it's
say? What did they
50-50
say?
every single time.
They said so Y is dominant.
Oh.
No.
It's the luck of a girl.
Huh?
It's 50-50.
Every single time. So, Olivia, you have
You have
2
two
chromosomes that are XX, and Ricky has 2 chromosomes, one's X and one's Y. Blake, we're not sure about.
Wait, so
Yeah, I could have like 2 X's. And 2
Yeah,
Y's.
actually, there are disorders
No,
with
if-
2 X's.
Really? What's
Mhm.
that called?
Klinefelters. It's one that you're going to learn when we do a lab. We can't give it away.
I don't think I have that. I hope
You don't know yet.
I hope not.
Males won't know if they have it until after when they start having kids.
Does it really matter?
Yes.
What does it do?
what?
We'll talk about that when we do Klinefelter, or when we do karyotyping.
What?
I had the XY then. I'm just gonna go with that.
Yeah.
We'll go with XY
Wait,
for now.
but we got the Y.
You have
Maybe no. I think
You
Jordan
have
might be
one
able
Y,
to.
one X.
Before I have kids,
What
I
you
have
said?
a very
I think
specific
you might get the
number of
YY.
boys I want, so I need
No,
to-
nobody can get a YY. That's impossible.
Then yeah, you have it all figured out, but that
What
might
were
not
you
be
talking about me
guaranteed.
then?
Hate to tell you.
I'll just be rich and do whatever the.
Why were you saying I have
Yeah,
a
That,
mine.
like, I wouldn't grow
What?
up. Hey, Charles.
So he said, Mr. Zahn said, I don't know about
She was joking.
you. Oh.
Oh! Catch up,
Don't
Blake.
take everything Miss Dazan says literally.
What?
I said, don't take everything Miss Dazan says literally.
Well,
Too late now! Wow.
I mean,
We're almost out of here. We've been doing that for
all right. What are the female sex cells called?
eggs.
Eggs.
Chicken eggs.
They're not chicken eggs.
I don't
Do
know
not think of chicken eggs. They're cells.
I don't like it.
What about like fish eggs though?
Those are female.
Because me and Mrs.
Yeah.
Young was just having a talk about eggs.
Blake, I'm trying to explain. There's turtle cells, fish cells, or fish eggs, turtle eggs, those are all the female
Fish eggs.
cells of the species.
I want to pet turtle.
It's caviar.
Okay, next.
All right. So, if you guys remember in your comic strip, how many cells are made at the end of
Four.
meiosis?
Four.
4. Very good.
4.
4. So we start with 1 and we end with 4. All right. So, how many chromosomes again does a human have?
46.
46. If the end goal, or at the end of meiosis, we have half the number in each cell, how many chromosomes are at the end?
23.
23. Very good. So half of 46 is 23.
We're so good.
Why do you guys think that each cell in meiosis ends with 23?
Because it needs the stuff from both of the parents.
Yes. So sperm will have 23, egg will have 23. When they come together, that makes 46 chromosomes, which
Wow.
humans have. Whoa.
Nice.
Crazy. All right.
I wonder when
Wait,
we're
wait.
pregnant for
For-
9 months. There's a lot
Do
going on.
okay. So for the people who have one extra chromosome, is the sperm does that have one extra chromosome, or does the egg have an extra chromosome in it, or what?
It doesn't matter. It could be one or the other.
So, okay.
So,
Yeah.
males don't necessarily determine if you have Down syndrome, nor do females determine if you have Down syndrome. It's just the luck of the draw.
So it would be a mutation in meiosis. So there would be one extra chromosome somewhere that occurred in meiosis. I think I said that
Are
right.
you able
Yeah.
to have
Sorry.
multiple extra? Does that determine how bad your Down syndrome is?
No.
No, there's not a worse Down syndrome or a better Down syndrome.
Great.
What's being on the spectrum versus actually happening? How does that go into?
There's different types of autism. Is that what you're talking about?
Autism or Down syndrome, those are two different things.
I thought it was Down syndrome.
Down syndrome is specifically you have 3 chromosomes on a certain set of your DNA. In autism, it's not inheritable. Autism is not an inheritable type of disorder, and it's all mental. Wherein Down syndrome is physical and sometimes mental.
Mm-hmm. And then there's other syndromes
Wait,
that are
yeah.
physical.
Mhm.
All right. So, what is the function or purpose of meiosis? We kind
Yes,
of
ma'am.
went over this. Production of what?
I do. Yeah, sure.
New.
Of
Baby chicken.
not baby chickens. Production of what?
Children.
Sperm.
Sex cells,
Oh.
which are sperm and egg.
Yeah, because they're not children yet. They're only sperm cells.
They're almost.
Not quite. They'd have to meet the other other cell.
Yeah. So it's only a child or a fetus if sperm and egg meet.
Olivia, they need you in the office for a second. Just Miss Clevenger.
All right, so again, we're not going to go through the specific steps, but we start with one cell in meiosis and end with 4 daughter cells. With half the genetic info of the parent cell. Sorry, that's a lot. Alright, let me know when we're good to go on. Sorry, I can move out of your way.
It's taking us a long time.
I know, it's just one page.
I just saw 7th graders watching that.
Huh, I don't know.
On a math break.
Oh yeah, they take a mass break at the end of class.
Do you have a question?
No, I'm just
Oh, just stretching. Okay.
trying.
All right. So let's draw and sketch this. So draw your cells smaller because we have to go through. Meiosis happens twice. So we start with one cell, and I just drew the nucleus with our chromosomes. All right. And then meiosis 1 happens, and we end with 2 cells. And then meiosis 2 occurs, and our final product is 4 cells with half the number of chromosomes. So I just drew half inside the nucleus for our.
So we just put 1x? Or what is that?
No, it's like a circle in the center with 2 lines coming out.
2 lines or just 1?
A top and a bottom.
Yeah.
Because there's this thing in the middle that's called a centromere, and we don't go over that with you guys. You will in high school. But it's 2 chromatids connected in the center by a centromere. You might have seen those words somewhere.
In the comic strip. Yeah. All right. I think that's everything. Did you have? They already saw that video, right?
Which one?
Yeah.